Weather is finally here, and it's time to bust out of the house and out of your routines. Get outside and try something new, like the new Bacon Cajun Ranch McCrispy. Pair it with an Oreo frappe and McDonald's world-famous fries. Say yes to spring with tender chicken covered in tangy Cajun Ranch sauce. You can even get 25% off any order of $5 or more when you use mobile order and pay in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through May 19th, 2024. Participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Used under license.
Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association will be holding their 89th annual membership meeting on Friday, June 27th at the Licking City Park. Registration is from 8 to 11, so please bring the registration portion off the back cover of your Rural Missouri magazine. All members registered will have an opportunity to win gifts and prizes. The business meeting starts at 9 o'clock. There will be a health fair that morning, plus a craft fair, a kids' tent, and a brown bag lunch will be served. Stop by the Licking City Park on Friday, June 27th for the 89th Annual Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association meeting.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at the noon hour weather forecast. Well, we could have some isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Skies will be partly sunny with a high near 91, and our heat index value is approaching 97 degrees. Southerly winds will be about 6 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy tonight with a low around 71 degrees. Southerly winds continue 3 to 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, much like today, some isolated showers with some thunderstorms also possible after 1 tomorrow afternoon. Our chance of precipitation tomorrow is 20%, just like today. We'll be mostly sunny with a high near 91, and heat index value tomorrow will be as high as 98 degrees. Winds will be out of the southwest at 3 to 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, skies will be mostly clear with a low around 71 degrees with a light southerly wind. Then we'll be sunny on Thursday with a high temperature near 91 and southwesterly winds 3 to 6 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies are expected Thursday night with low temperature around 71. Then Friday should be sunny with a high near 91 degrees. Friday night, we expect partly cloudy skies with a low around 70 degrees. Then our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms also possible during Saturday afternoon. We'll be mostly sunny Saturday with a high near 91 degrees. Then skies will be partly cloudy Saturday night with a low around 71. Sunday we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with sunny skies and a high near 91 degrees. Sunday night we have a chance of showers with partly cloudy skies, low around 70 degrees. And Monday a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 89 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Farming practices in America have faced public scrutiny for over a century, but the nature of that scrutiny has changed dramatically. While I won't claim that all farmers and ranchers always get it right, I challenge anyone to name a profession where everyone consistently practices perfect stewardship. People make mistakes. Agriculture is no exception. Of course, some individuals choose not to act responsibly. There's always a rotten apple in the bunch, but for most, stewardship is about personal responsibility, caring for the air, water, land, and animals in ways that sustain them for future generations. I believe most people, regardless of background, would agree with that. Where things get tricky is how agricultural practices are perceived. There's a growing disconnect between what's happening on farms and how that work is viewed by the public. More and more tools like antibiotics, pesticides, GMOs, and climate-controlled barns are targeted by critics who claim the moral high ground. These tools help improve efficiency and reduce waste, yet they're often painted as harmful or unethical. These judgments are often based on perception, not science or first-hand experience. Misinformation about agriculture is rampant and fueled by organized groups shaping public opinion. Unfortunately, sometimes even within our own industries, farmers criticize each other. It's time to shift the conversation. Instead of finger-pointing, we should ask, what can I do better? Agriculture isn't one size fits all. Stewardship isn't about moral superiority. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Slow Monday for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Good morning, I'm Megan Grabner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report, brought to you by Propane. The Propane Farm Research Program offers compensation for using propane equipment. More information is available at propane.com/PFRP. Direct cash cattle trade activity was quiet, typical for a Monday. Show lists for the week are mixed, higher in Kansas but lower in Nebraska, Colorado, and Texas. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. At mid-session at the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder cattle and calves were mostly steady. Unweaned calves were $5 to $10 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate to good, but there was limited demand for short or unweaned calves. Medium and large one feeder steer, 602 to 647 pounds, brought $344 to $382. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 702 to 739 pounds, brought $290 to $250 to $305.50. Box beef closed mixed with light to moderate demand for fairly light off. Frank's Choice down 28 cents at $390.22. Select closed $6.15 higher at $383.10. Estimated cattle slaughter was 111,000 head, up 8,000 on the weekend, down more than 2,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed lower with a very light negotiated run. Processors were not very aggressive in their procurement efforts to start off the week. Demand for U.S. pork has been strong overall, both on the global market and domestically. But when it comes to global customers, China remains the wild card. The industry is looking ahead to this week's quarterly hogs and pigs report from the USDA and continues to monitor available supplies of market-ready hogs. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct closed $1.11 lower with a weighted average of $109.35. The Iowa, Minnesota closed $1.83 lower with a weighted average of $109.91. Prices at the Iowa, Minnesota and the Eastern Corn Belt were not reported due to confidentiality. Pork values closed higher, up 64 cents at $122.78. Bellies were sharply higher. Hams were also higher. And estimated hog slaughter was 465,000 head, down 13,000 on the week and up less than 1,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle were mixed and feeders were up ahead of the week's direct business, and lean hog futures ended the day higher with pork up during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Ever lose your keys? Is that normal aging, dementia, or something else? Fear often stops us from asking for a simple checkup from the neck up. Knowing your numbers, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol are common, but your cognitive numbers are also important. Request our free guide. It's filled with tips for better brain health, facts about dementia, and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
Many Americans have missed regular dental care in the past few years. It's important to see a dentist twice a year to identify any problems early. Taking care of your oral health helps overall health. Brushing at least twice a day with fluoride toothpaste and flossing daily can help prevent oral health problems. For more information, visit hrsa.gov/oral-health.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements and being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World A Day. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World A Day is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World A Day. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Timothy Wayne Flannery, age 66 of Salem, passed away Friday, June 13th. If you were listening earlier today, the day of Mr. Flannery's funeral was misstated. We apologize for that error, but we want you to know for sure that this is accurate right now. The funeral services for Timothy Wayne Flannery will be Friday, June 27th at 11 in the morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. And visitation for family and friends of Timothy Flannery will also be Friday from 10 until service time at 11. Burial will be in the Zion Cemetery. And all arrangements for Timothy Wayne Flannery of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Larry Glenn Sensen-Taffer, age 89, formerly of Salem, passed away Monday, June 16th in Nixa, Missouri. Funeral services for Larry Sensen-Taffer will be Saturday, June 28th at 1 in the afternoon at the Salem United Methodist Church. Visitation for family and friends of Larry Sensen-Taffer will also be on Saturday at the Salem United Methodist Church starting at 10 and continuing till 1 o'clock service time. Burial with military honors will be at the Cedar Grove Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the Greater St. Louis Honor Flight or Samaritan's Purse. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Larry Glenn Sensen-Taffer, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jim Stevens of Licking passed away June 2nd at the age of 84 years. Memorial services for Jim Stevens will be Saturday, June 28th at 2 in the afternoon at Licking United Methodist Church. Visitation for family and friends of Jim Stevens will also be on Saturday from 1 until service time at 2 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to New Hope Cemetery, and all arrangements for Jim Stevens of Licking are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. Joyce Lorene Gray, age 77 of Salem, passed away Saturday, June 21st. Funeral services for Joyce Gray will be Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Joyce Gray will also be Sunday, starting at 12 noon and continuing till service time at 2 o'clock. Burial will be in the Green Forest Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Green Forest Cemetery Maintenance Fund. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Joyce Lorene Gray of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board of Directors will hold a special meeting tonight at 7 o'clock in the hospital library. After the call to order, roll call, and approval of the agenda, public comments or presentations that are limited to 3 minutes will be heard. No old business is on the agenda. However, new business to be conducted includes purchases and updates to policies. The board will go into executive session to discuss personnel and legal issues. Except for the executive session, the meeting of the Salem Hospital Board of Directors tonight is open to the public. Anyone that would like to attend by telephone or electronic means should contact the SMH Administration Building at 573-729-6626, extension 4005. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will hold a special meeting Wednesday, June 25th at 6 o'clock at the fire station at number 2 South Main. After the call to order and the roll call will be the approval of the consent agenda, which will include the review of the minutes of the June 18th meeting and approval of any bills. All business to be addressed includes insurance and brush trucks. New business will be considered, followed by the chief's report. Closed session may be held if necessary, followed by adjournment. The Dent County Sheriff's Office has released the following incident reports for June. On Monday, June 16th, deputies responded to a call in the 1900 block of Dent County Road 6460 for the theft of building equipment. That investigation is ongoing. That same day, deputies responded to a call for stolen equipment for the 9000 block of West Highway 32. They found that a Bobcat and its attachments had been taken from the property. That investigation is also ongoing. On Wednesday, June 18th, deputies conducted a traffic stop in the 200 block of Dent County Road 4190. The driver was found to be in possession of a controlled substance and was arrested. On Thursday, June 19th, the Sheriff's Department received a call for the theft of farm equipment in the 200 block of Dent County Road 6550. The investigation is ongoing. On Friday, June 20th, deputies conducted a traffic stop at the intersection of highways 68. There's a misprint in my copy. Sorry about that, because we all know if there's no 69 in Dent County. Highway 68 and Highway 19. The driver had an outstanding active warrant and was subsequently arrested. Please contact the Denton County Sheriff's Office at 573-729-3241 if you have any information about any ongoing investigation. The Denton County Commissioners met Monday morning at the Denton County Courthouse. Denton County Treasurer Danita Williams presented the cart tax monies received in June. The county received $91,402.67, which is $10,299.25 more than for June of 2024. Year to date, the CART funds are up about $41,066.26, which is about an 8.9% increase. Tom from TVC Trust was in to ask for help about property at 1102 East 3rd Street that he feels has been assessed too high. He told the commission he has talked with County Assessor Jamie Holmeyer and has gotten nowhere, and talked with the state assessor, who told him to attend the Board of Equalization meeting on July 21st. But he is not going to be in Missouri that day and was wanting to know what he can do. The commission told him that he or his representative would have to be here that day with the information he has collected to make his case. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said the crews will be adding rock and grading on Dent County roads 5070 and 6020, while only grading will be done on County Road 6040. Green said brush will be cut on County Roads 4210 and 4215. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said crews will be in the Sligo area adding rock and grading on Dent County roads 3350 and 3355, while only grading will be done on County roads 3295, 3300, and 3370. He also said rock will be added and grading done in the Boss area on Dent County Road 4405. Williams indicated brush will be cut on County roads 3233, 3235, and 3250. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said last week he was named as chairman of the Merrimack Community Enhancement Corporation, while County Representative Ray Walden was named as the treasurer. He said he attended the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee meeting last week, where one application for funds was received and approved from the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce for the Chamber Rodeo in September. There were no reimbursement requests submitted. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk said the county has received 300 applications for the SB 190 Homestead Real Estate Tax credits for senior citizens, which she presented to the commissioners for their signature. Anyone still interested in applying for the real estate tax credit will need to submit their application by June 30th, and those applications are available at the courthouse. She also wanted to remind those who have not yet paid their real estate taxes for 2022 that those taxes must be paid by June 30th, or that parcel will be sold on the courthouse steps. Checks will no longer be accepted for those taxes in the collector's office, and payments will need to be made in cash or by cashier's check. She said there are still 36 properties that have outstanding taxes from 2022. Dent County Assessor Jamie Holmeyer was in to let the commissioners know that 85 of the 115 counties in Missouri were going to have an increase in assessment values, but Dent County was not one of them, and she is in compliance with all state laws. She said 511 impact notices have been sent out to those who have made improvements to their real estate or personal property in Dent County. At the last meeting, Dent County Emergency Management Director Derek Marfitt came in to give an update on the FEMA project for the Road and Bridge Department. He was also going to collect the payroll information and get everything submitted as soon as possible. The next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Thursday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Representative Jason Smith is reminding those students interested in attending one of the U.S. Service Academies, which includes the U.S. Air Force Academy, U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, U.S. Military Academy at West Point, and the U.S. Naval Academy, that you have until October 24th to get your application in. Applicants are considered on the basis of leadership skills, academic success, physical ability, and extracurricular activities. A committee of Missouri residents review each application and make nomination recommendations to Smith. To receive a nomination packet via email, contact the Congressman's Farmington office at 573-756-9755 or email donna.hickman@mail.house.gov. Students, parents, and educators interested in learning more about Academy life and the application process are encouraged to attend Academy Day. The event is from 9:30 in the morning till 12 noon on September 13th at the Field House at Jefferson College in Hillsboro, Missouri. Attendees will be able to meet the representatives from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, the U.S. Naval Academy, the U.S. Air Force Academy, the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, and the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. To register, please send an email to academy@msU.edu. Day 2025 at mail.house.gov. The Salem R80 Board of Education will be meeting Thursday at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After the call to order and Pledge of Allegiance, the board will approve the agenda and the consent agenda. Stacy Hall, Angela Dingus, and Olivia Parker will share information with the board, followed by student recognition. In the superintendent's report, CSIP goals will be addressed in all reports. Updates will be shared on the FEMA building and the budget. Administration reports will be heard from William Lynch, upper elementary, middle school, high school, athletics and activities, special education, technology, and maintenance. In new business, the board will consider a large number of approvals, including a resolution to make all applicable transfers from Funds 1, 2, and 4, participation in the state salary grants, amending the 2024-2025 budget to reflect actual expenditures and revenues, the 2025-2026 PD plan, the SLP-A contract with Elkhorn Therapy and Consulting, the contracts with Communication Development, LLC, authorization of Nathan Wills and Tracy Wolf as the personnel for the Salem R80 lockbox at the Bank of Salem. Jason Green is signatory on the general account for Salem R80 at the Bank of Salem and the removal of Philip Mercer. Request for construction trades out-of-state trip, RTI consortium agreement, Cahill's change order on the hand dryers, Compass Health MOU, developmental preschool lease, audit bid, UE roof bid, and the 2025-2026 budget. Also in new business, the board will hear the first reading of MSBA 2025B policy updates and upper elementary policy updates, plus declare surplus property of 75 discs, 40 wooden chairs, and number 2 bus. The board will address the transfer of Melissa Plank from 1st to 4th grade, the hiring of Teresa Wilkin as upper elementary paraprofessional, and resignations or retirements of middle school secretary Shelley Kerr and William Lynch paraprofessional Elizabeth Brown before adjourning and moving into executive session to consider personnel. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals hosted the Chicago Cubs last night. This was the first meeting between the two clubs so far this season. Chicago came into the game leading the National League Central Division with a 46-31 record. That didn't faze the Cardinals much, as Lars Nootbaar, Brendan Donovan, Alec Burleson, and Nolan Gorman each hit 2-run home runs during the game, allowing St. Louis to coast to an 8-2 victory over the Cubs. Game 2 will be live tonight on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, with the pregame coverage beginning at 5:50 and the first pitch at 6:45. Kansas City Royals had the day off yesterday and will start a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays tonight at 6:40. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Alec Burleson, Brendan Donovan, Nolan Gorman, and Lars Nootbaar each homered off Cubs starter Ben Brown as the Cardinals win the first matchup of the season 8-2.
I felt like we took some really good swings. The lefties did a really nice job there with the homers, but all the way throughout I liked our approach against their starter, and we were able to get to them. But yeah, some powerful swings, some homers. Loved every second of it.
Ali Marmol pleased after the Cardinals hit a season-best 4 home runs for the first time since April 30th. With the victory, the Cardinals pulled to within 3.5 games of the first-place Cubs.
When you look at it, you want to control your own destiny sooner than later, and the only way to do that is one game at a time. We took the first one. We'll focus on tomorrow, try to do the same.
Michael McGreevy starts for St. Louis tonight. The Royals will host the Tampa Bay Rays to begin a 3-game set. Left-hander Chris Bubich expected to start. He's 6-4 with a 2.12 ERA through 14 starts this season. KC 2 games under 500. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming back to St. Joe this summer for training camp and for the next several as well. Matt Pike explains.
The Kansas City Chiefs announced the dates for the 2025 Chiefs training camp on Monday, also announcing that they've come to a multi-year extension to hold camp on the campus of Missouri Western State University in St. Joseph. The 15th Chiefs training camp at Missouri Western begins July 22nd and will run through August 13th with 17 practices in all. 2 practices, including the first on the 22nd, will be for season ticket members only, while the other 15 will be open to the public. All practices will be free except for 3. Matt Pike, Missouri Net.
Columbia's Sophie Cunningham has recently seen her popularity in the WNBA grow after defending Caitlin Clark on the court against the Connecticut Sun. She had fewer than 400,000 viewers on TikTok prior to last Tuesday's game. She now has 1.3 million and counting on that platform. On Instagram, that number was around 300,000 and now stands at more than 839,000. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we.
Brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, we've pushed the science,
changed the laws,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with these diseases.
We've built communities together,
established the field of neuromuscular medicine,
and made it thrive.
Call that legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum.
Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until that tomorrow, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Hey Mizzou fans, it's new women's basketball head coach Kelly Harper. I'm excited to join the Mizzou family and call KSMO home. We need you to purchase your season tickets and bring the energy to Mizzou Arena as we battle the nation's top teams. It takes everyone to raise banners and cut down nets.
Good! Mizzou pulls it out at the buzzer!
Season tickets start at just $65. Get yours today. MIZ.
More than 200,000 children in Missouri struggle with hunger. Missouri farmers, ranchers, and others in the agricultural community launched Drive to Feed Kids to ensure Missouri kids have the food they need to thrive. Since 2017, the Missouri Farmers Care Drive to Feed Kids has provided more than 12,300 meals. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
It is now time for our news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Knowledge is power, especially as livestock producers navigate unprecedented volatility in the markets. Hi, I'm Megan Grebner, host of Brownfield's Weekly Livestock Market Update. Each week we check in with our expert ag economists to find out what's driving the markets and how it impacts your operations. While no one can guarantee your profitability, we can provide insight and data to make better, more informed decisions for your operation. Tune in to the Weekly Livestock Market Update each week on Brownfield.
Maxell's open wireless ear hooks are changing the game. Their unique design lets you hear music and your surroundings all at the same time. With up to 18 hours of playtime, they can keep up with your busy lifestyle. Maxell open wireless ear hooks. They're available on Amazon.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. Hundreds of people are reported to be en route to a section of Mark Twain National Forest for a mass gathering. Between 2,000 and 5,000 Rainbow Family of Living Light members are expected to illegally gather there between now and July 4th. The U.S. Senate has not yet voted on President Trump's big, beautiful bill. Several spending items have been stripped from the bill. Higher beef prices are expected to be around for the foreseeable future. Wesley Tucker with MU Extension says drought conditions and a low cow herd have led to a low supply. Tucker says producers will need to start saving back mama cows and heifers from the market.
This is not going to be a short turnaround, but 3 or 4 years down the road, we should start being able to see more production.
USDA data shows cattle inventory nationwide is at its lowest since 1951. This is Missouri Net.